Are you a woman who enjoys beautiful things? 34/5 Lifestyle has lovely, unique accessories for your everyday look and also for those special occasions. Click the link below to check out our latest accessory collection.
Hey, lady, are you a woman who loves the Lord and who also enjoys beautiful things? Well, if you are, then you are personally invited to join my exclusive Christian women's group. In this group, we chat about clothes, beauty, home decor, parenting, marriage, cooking, and of course, our Christian walk. It's Christian lifestyle all encompassing. So be sure to join by clicking the link below. I hope to chat with you soon. Now back to our show. Tracy. All right, so let me start all over. Welcome back to your new favorite talk show for Christian women, Grown Lady Chat, with me, your host, Dr. Sherunda Simone. I was saying before I was informed that I had no sound that I am so excited because tonight's chat is going to be lively. It's going to be good because we are going to be having a grown lady chat about things that we no longer entertain. Okay, we are good and grown. So there are conversations, there are thoughts, there are actions, there are people that we're no longer entertaining. So we're going to chat all about it. All right. If you can hear me, let me know. Drop in the comments. Also, welcome if it's your first time tuning in. We have lots of fun here. We grow here. We live beautifully in Christ here in the Grown Lady Chat community, Grown Lady Gang, as my husband likes to call it. So, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so very much for coming back. Thursdays have become like my little reward throughout the week. So let me know how much you are enjoying our live chats. On Mondays, it's still the same upload, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Thursdays, it's a live video, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know we have quite a few ladies who are watching in different time zones. Welcome. I know you're catching the replay. Thank you so very much for checking out the episode. Even though you're watching the replay, I'm so happy you are here. So thank you. Welcome. Ladies, let's go ahead. Before we forget, let's smash the like button. Okay. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, smash the like button and go ahead and start spamming the comment section. All right. We're going to have a great time this evening. Let me know again. Can you hear me, ladies? Somebody come in the chat. Let me know. Can you hear me? If you can, give me a thumbs up. Give me a yes, because I don't want to have this conversation by myself. It's just too good. All right. It's too good. All righty. So I've welcomed you. Oh, I don't believe I said it last time, but I like to let you know that I do random giveaways. Ladies, I enjoy receiving gifts. That is one of my love languages. So I also like to give gifts. So that being said, I wanted to just let you know that I do random giveaways. Okay. Yes, you can hear me. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. So I do random giveaways, and that's my way of showing you my appreciation. All right. It means a lot to me that you're here. So I like to do giveaways. That way, we can just, we can build even better community. And the one way or the few ways that you can, be entered into the random giveaway is by answering the question of the day. All right. So I'll share that with you in just a moment. But, any interaction, any engagement, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any engagement with Grown Lady Chat is going to allow you opportunities to be entered into the random giveaway. So thank you very much. I've given, oh gosh, like maybe 3 or 4 giveaway prizes just this month alone. So it was first like a monthly giveaway, but our engagement is so high that I've been doing more than just once a month. So you never know. It could be you, lady. Okay. It could be you. All right. Don't forget to share this episode. All right. I know you ladies are enjoying it. So share with a friend. Sharing is caring. If you are enjoying Grown Lady Chat, chances are there are some other women in your circle, in your orbit, who will also enjoy our chats. Okay. So make sure that you're sharing. Actually do me a favor and just share it right now. Okay. Let's get some more ladies in the chat room. And I've also shared in the comment section. I've also shared on Facebook and here on YouTube. I've shared the link. So if you want to join the conversation in real time, click on the link and you can either come on with audio and video or just audio. You don't have to show your face. You can turn your camera off, but I would like for this to be, an interactive conversation. All right. Let's see. I posted on all my social media platforms and I asked you ladies to share some thoughts and actions that you are no longer entertaining because you're good and grown. Okay. And I got some good responses. I also added some for myself as well, because there are things that we're just no longer entertaining, right? We're just not doing it anymore, ladies. So I'm going to share those with you in just a moment. But I did want to share the question of the day. The question of the day. All right. And this question was actually shared by one of our community members. Okay. She was like, this would make for like a good, sidebar discussion on one of your live episodes. And I really agree with her. So thank you so much, Jeanette. Thank you, sis. Thank you, grown lady, for, adding to the conversation. So, question of the day: what slang or phrase did you use back in the day that's like nostalgic for you? Okay. So back in my day that I'm thinking of, like the 90s and 2000s. But let me know, drop in the comment section. Let me know. And, when I think about some of these phrases that we used to use back in the day, it's like a nostalgic thing. It brings me back to a time in my life that is, very far removed. Okay. But still, it brings back good memories. It brings back, time periods in my life. So I'm going to share a few with you that I found online, and then let's chat about them. But you can also, jump in on the comments and let me know, because I like to post your comments up there as well. So some of the slang from my back in the day. All right, let me know from your back in the day. All right, let me share my screen with you. All right. We're going to share. Let's go from the 90s. Okay. Ladies. All right, hope you can see. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Yes? Okay, perfect. You should be able to see. Let me know in the comment section if you're able to see my screen. I can see it right here. I just want to make sure that it's, getting to you ladies as well. So some of the slang from the 90s. All right. Talk to the hand. Who remembers that? Talk to the hand, because the face isn't listening. They forgot that part on there, right? Oh, the bomb. Oh my gosh, everything was the bomb. That's the bomb. That's the bomb, right? Let's see. Not, yeah, that one. I feel like that one for me, even I was using that even in like the early 2000s. Not, no go. Booyah. Who remembers booyah? That's definitely like college talk for sure. Bling bling. Yes, I still talk about bling bling. I still like bling bling. I'm an accessories lady. So, tonight I'm wearing some silver bling bling from my 34-5 lifestyle accessory line. Okay. So, yeah, I like bling bling. I'm still using that one. Bones. Yeah, I kind of used bones. What's about you ladies? Let me know. Let me see if people in the comments. Okay. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. Hey, Marquita, welcome. Marquita has entered the chat. Welcome. Thank you so much. The question of the day is posted, and we're kind of just chatting about some of the slang or phrases that we used back in the day. So, whatever back in the day is for you, chime in, let me know. These are from the 90s, because that's, my back in the day. But we also have the 2000s here in just a minute. Okay. So, I'm going to show, but we're looking at the slang from the 90s. But drop in the comments. Let me know. Kita, Tracy, what are some slang or phrases that you remember from back in the day that might have some, nostalgic sentiment, or just brings you back to a time period in your life? Oh, this one is good. My bad. My bad. I remember that. Oh my goodness. I can't remember the last time I said that. My bad, but I can say it's a lot. Oh snap. That's another one. Oh snap could mean like, oh snap, something bad, or oh snap, something good. Like it was one of those things where it could be good or bad, one of those phrases. Fat. Ooh, that's fat. That means like something good, and it's usually only good, right? Like, because I think it stands for pretty hot and tempting, right? I think that was like the acronym for that. But let me know. They have here beans. I never said beans, but I said cool beans. I said that a lot, to the point where my then boyfriend, now husband, in the like early 2000s, he would say, "You said that a lot. Cool beans, cool beans." Okay, let's see. All right, so we have in the chat here. So Tracy said we should say ants in your pants. There you go, ants in your pants. All right, and Tracy says that her day was in the 60s. All right, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's see. Marquita says we say it's on. Yes, there you go. Cleveland showing up. It's on. All right, ladies, what other like slang or phrases like from back in your day? Let me know. Let me know. All right, so let's see. Let's do the early 2000s now. Let's see what the 2000s talking about. The bomb, get jiggy. All right, all that and a bag of chips. That one's another one that I remember. I don't think I ever said it, but I remember hearing it a lot. Like that wasn't my thing, but as if, yeah, as if. I believe like that was more so after movies like what's that movie I'm talking about? Is like Legally Blonde? Was Legally Blonde, and what's the other one with, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. But Legally Blonde, I think around that time was like As If, Bling Bling Booyah, The Bomb, Don't Go There. Yeah, that's another one. Let me know, ladies. Eat My Shorts. I never really said that. That wasn't for me, but let me know. Is that something you said? Fly. Oh, that's Fly. Yeah, I remember talking like that. Let me know. Okay, let me check out the comments. Clueless. That's the movie. Yes, yes, Kita. Marquita, that is the movie I was thinking about. Clueless. Clueless and Legally Blonde. Those are the two when like As If really became popular. Let's see. Tracy says to bail. Oh yeah, bail out. Okay. All right. All right. Good deal. Yay. These are some really good like nostalgic phrases, ladies. Just trying to remind us of years gone. Some good, some bad, but it's always fun to look at how much language has changed. You know what I mean? Like language has really changed so much. There are so many things that like the young people say, and I'm like, I have no clue. Everything is so abbreviated. Like they're putting consonants side by side and there are no vowels, so I really have to sit and I'm like, what are you guys trying to message? um Oh, here's another one. That's another good one. Best thing since sliced bread. That's a good one, Tracy. That's a good one. And for those of you ladies who are just entering the conversation, we are chatting about phrases and slangs that are from like back in the day. All right, so we're just sharing them. So far the ladies have shared some really good ones, very very good. And I was also pulling up online some of the slang and phrases from 2000, from the 2000s. Okay, so let's see. Getting jiggy, definitely. Will Smith, when that song came out, everybody's talking like that. um let's bounce, home skillet, I'm totally bugging. Yeah, I never said hella. That's not really like something that I would say. My bad. Yeah. So those are some of the ones, ladies. Okay, let's see what the comment section is talking about. Okay, so Danielle, she said she's laughing so hard. You're taking it way back with the talk to the hand. Yes. Oh, she says she still says booyah. All right, awesome. Awesome. Danielle, you can also comment in the group, like the actual chat. That way I can post it and share your comments with everybody if you want to. If you want to. But yeah, booyah. That's a good one, though. That's a good one. Okay, let's see. We have a couple others. All right, so Tracy says, blow your mind. That's good. The people in the 60s was hype. And Marquita says, you be tripping. Let me show y'all. You be tripping. Yeah, I feel like we should still use that one too. Because people are tripping. Uh-huh. People are definitely tripping, if you ask me. That's another good one. All right, ladies, if you are tuning in and you haven't yet smashed the like button, make sure you do that. Don't forget. I know you ladies enjoy the chats, but we have to smash the like button, okay? And spam the comment section. Spam, spam, spam. This is the only time when we appreciate spam, okay? Is when we're on YouTube. Okay, let's kick up the engagement. All right. Also, too, if you'd like to support Grown Lady Chats, you can do so. Okay. I think super chats are available. So if you want to, give a token of appreciation, I would appreciate it. I'm a one-woman show over here. I enjoy what I do, and I want to continue to be able to do it for you. All right. So let's see. If you're just tuning in, I'm going to put up the question of the day again. Boom. What slang or phrase did you use back in the day? Okay. Whatever your day is, let us know. All right. So the topic for tonight is one that I think, well, I know is going to be helpful. All right, because there are so many things that we might have done for a long period of time, right? And we're so used to doing those actions. We're so used to having those thoughts that we are actually stuck in a certain way of thinking. And those actions might not serve us anymore, but we're still doing them. But ladies, we're good and grown. Okay, we're good and grown. And the other day I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers, and we're talking about this very same thing, that we are good and grown, and there are things that we no longer entertain. And I was just thinking about the fact that there are things that I've really had to push beyond, as a woman, as I'm getting older and just realizing more about life. And so I really wanted to share some of those things with you, because I know that, we all have our different things. We're working through struggles, strongholds. And I also want to hear what you are no longer entertaining, because maybe there are things that I'm entertaining that I don't need to be entertaining. There are thoughts, actions, people that maybe I need to let go. So I figured this would be a healthy conversation, a healthy chat, a very lighthearted chat. And I wanted to have it with you. Okay. So let me go back to the comment section. The comment section is lively today. Oh, we have another one. Dig it. I feel like that's another one that should come back. It just, I don't know, when I hear dig it, you see how I started dancing? I don't know if it's like the Jamaican in me, but it's like, it just sounds like it should be something that we should bring back. Can you dig it? Okay. Oh no, Danielle, you said you are no longer entertaining. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. I feel like I want to entertain that one. I like that one. I like girl, bye. Or bye, Felicia. Tell me why my children are saying that. Like my 10-year-old, my 7-year-old. Why are they saying? They've never watched the movie? Okay, let me just put that disclaimer out. They don't know where it's from, but somehow Bye Felicia has resurfaced. It has circled back. Yeah. It's definitely circled back. So let me just put that disclaimer. My children do not know where that came from. Okay, I'm not letting them watch that, but they definitely know about that. They're like, Bye Felicia. I'm like, excuse me. So they have brought that one. They've revived it. They've revived that one. But yeah, so I want for us to have a conversation tonight about things that we're letting go. And thank you to those of you who did submit your statements. I really appreciate it. I'm going to share it with the crew. And of course, ladies, if you want to join the live chat, I have posted it a few times in the chat, thread. So you can do that. Okay. So you can join, show your pretty face. All right. So I want to hear from you. I want to see you. All right, really quickly, let's take a quick break, and then we'll get into the main discussion for tonight's episode.
Has lovely, unique accessories for your everyday look and also for those special occasions. Click the link below to check out our latest accessory collection.
All righty. I'm still learning to work this. I'm still learning to work it, but no doubt we're going to talk about it. I want to show you what the first message or the first thing that I got, the first statement I got. Okay. This one, no more saying that I am not enough. Ladies, we're not doing that. With Christ, we are more than enough. Okay, so let's just start right there. We ourselves, we're not enough. But with God, we're more than enough. With God, we are more than conquerors, right? So we are no longer saying, I am not enough. We're not having that discussion at all. All right. So we are going to abandon that thought process. And I don't know about you, but there have been times in my life where I have had that feeling, that sentiment, like, maybe if I had this, maybe if I had that, quality, maybe if I had that resource or that connection, I'm not enough. And we can have that imposter syndrome. And I've talked about imposter syndrome before. Um, we had another live a few Thursdays ago. We talked about how we can overcome imposter syndrome. So we're not doing that anymore. Okay, we are more than enough through Christ. Okay, more than enough. So Danny says, yes, ma'am, I am more than enough through Christ, right? Because as Christ follows, we have all that we need. We have all that we need. So we're abandoning that thought. Here's another one that came through. Ladies, we're not explaining ourselves, okay? And we're not talking about being disrespectful and just giving people the cold shoulder, but we're not going to over explain. Okay, now I know that I've been guilty of this, trying to make people understand my point of view. After a while, it just gets exhausting. You know what I mean? It's like trying to explain to someone what's truth, not just opinion, and they're trying to force their opinion down your throat. Absolutely not. We're not going to explain ourselves anymore unnecessarily. You know what I mean? Um, Yes, this is true. Okay, so Marquita, with reference to the first statement, okay, the thought that we're going to abandon, where it says, I'm not enough, Marquita says, sometimes people make you feel like you are not enough, especially in work situations. Absolutely. Trust me, I've dealt with that. And usually, let me know if you agree, usually what I've found is those same people who are trying to belittle you and make you feel less than, they are the same ones who truly have a lack, and they're trying to minimize you to make themselves feel better, to make themselves look better. So that's what I've noticed. Let me know if you agree with that as well. But very often the same people who are trying to belittle you, especially in work situations, but really in general, if they're spending that much effort trying to make you feel as though you're not enough, um, then it's usually because they realize your worth, they realize your value, and they are intimidated by it. So, yeah, but that's a good point. So, but for this one, we're not going to explain ourselves. This over explanation, trying to force people to see our way, trying to make people understand. And growing up, I've always been that kind of person. Let me know if you can relate. I've always been that type of person where it's like, I want for you to at least understand where I'm coming from. Even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, even if you don't like what I'm saying, I want for you to at least understand where I'm coming from. And I want to explain, until every detail is translated to someone else. And what I've found is that people are going to either accept or refuse what you're saying. And I've spent so much time, so many years, so much wasted conversation trying to convince someone, or even just trying to explain myself. It gets exhausting. It gets really exhausting. So we're not going to do that. Yes, when warranted, we will tell people what they need to know, but overly explaining ourselves, with the hope that we can change someone's mind. My grandmother, she lived to be 105 years old, and she taught me so many amazing things. And one thing in particular, she used to always say, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. So I'm no longer trying to force, down anybody's throat. You know what I'm saying? I have my children to raise. I'm trying to raise them up in the Lord. I don't have time to raise a grown adult. You know what I'm saying? You either get or you don't. All right. So Danielle says, exactly, same here. I will always try to explain myself to make sure things are not misunderstood. See, that was my thing as well. But people will milk that because they refuse to see things your way. Absolutely. And I remember saying this growing up so many times, like, you know, it doesn't bother me if people don't like me, but I want for them to dislike me because of who I really am, not who they expect me to be, or not hearsay. And I found out, like, that is too much, because the number of people you have to worry about whether they dislike you for the right reasons or for the truth, or that's exhausting. We're not doing that anymore. Okay, we are not doing that anymore. So, yes, love you so. Yeah, she's wonderful, right? Oh my gosh, grandma. That's my heart right there. I love grandma. I miss her. Can't wait to see her when it's my time, not before, but I do miss her. So yeah, we're not doing that anymore, ladies. Don't forget, you can drop in the comments, and you can also add to the conversation. Okay, let me know, what are some thoughts, what are some actions, who are some, you know, individuals, maybe not the names, but types of people that we're no longer entertaining in our lives. Okay, drop in the comments, let me know. All right, let's see here. Okay, so Marquita says, I'm going to speak up if you are discrediting my character. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're not just going to lay down like little doormats or church mouse. Okay. We're not going to do that. We're not going to just take it on the chin. Sometimes, very often, I must say, we are going to have to say, no, that's not right. Okay. So we're not going to just take things lying down. And a lot of times, I know, especially in work environments, I have to be cognizant of the fact that people will label you. They like to label you as the angry woman or the aggressive woman. And Sometimes it's like, no, I'm not angry or aggressive. I'm just explaining to you who I am and who I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, we're not doing that, ladies. We are good and grown. We are good and grown. And so we are going to speak up if someone is discrediting our character. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love that. Love that. Okay, the next thing, ladies. Let's see. No more. This right here, I had to remind myself of this very thing just this week. We're not saving clothes. We're not holding on to perfume. We're not putting up the dishware only for special occasions, ladies. We are living in the here and the now. Okay. We're living in the here and the now. We're not doing that. Just this week, I had to go to the main hospital, right? So I work in an outpatient center, but I had to go to the main hospital. And I had this, new outfit that hubby picked out, a really cute two-piece suit, and it still had the tags on it. And I had tried it on, a few days before, and it was fitting just how I like it, like non-scale victories. And I saw it and I was like, ooh, I should wear this. And then I was like, well, no, it's just, I mean, I'm only going to be at the main hospital for like, maybe an hour or two. I can find something else and save this outfit for a more special occasion. Do you ladies do that? Do you do that? Let me know, because I know I'm not the only one. And let me tell you, as soon as I had that thought, I was like, today is a special occasion. Ladies, every day that you wake up, it's a special day. Okay. The Lord spared your life another day to impact the world, to show up, to serve your family, to serve your community, to receive blessings. This is a special day. Every day the Lord gives us is a day we should rejoice and be glad in, and we should know is a special day. So I don't do that anymore. Okay. I used to do that. I used to hold on to my clothes. If you came into my closet, at a time, you would see tags on everything, and I would have maybe like 15 or 20 pieces that I would just wear and wear. Now, you might not be able to tell because I'm going to style my clothes. Okay, it's going to look different nearly every time. But I knew in the back of my mind I was saving these items for some special occasion, some ethereal occasion that I didn't even know was going to happen. We're not doing that anymore, ladies. Now I use my perfume, because what I realized is that if you don't use perfume, it will go stale. Okay, so you're holding on to it for a special occasion, lady. Today is the special occasion, right? So we're not doing that anymore. Let me know in the comment section. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you still saving your clothes? Now, I'm not talking about like ball gowns and special event outfits, like truly special. I mean, but then again, you could. It's up to you, But I'm talking about like that cute shirt you just got, or those nice, new denim jeans, and you're like, oh, and I'm saving that for, a special day. No, today is special. Style your clothes, wear your clothes, okay? Because tomorrow is a whole new thing. So I think that because we are good and grown and we know now the value of time, the value of life, when you're young, you're not thinking about mortality. And I'm not saying that even at my age, I'm thinking about mortality, but I'm just more aware of the fact that life is happening, life is passing. I'm looking at my children now, and my 10-year-old is looking me in the eye. And I remember the first day I held him like it was yesterday, but that was 10 years ago. I'm looking at my daughter, Gigi, and I remember when she was born, I'm thinking, okay, this is my take it slow baby. And yet here she is, 4 years old. I'm looking at my bonus babies and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I remember when I met them, there were these two little humans and they were looking at me and I was looking at them and we're both thinking, what are we going to do? Getting to know each other. And here it is, they're grown adults off doing amazing things. I'm looking at my 7-year-old and I'm thinking, I remember when he couldn't even pronounce my name properly. And it was the cutest thing to hear him fumble over saying my name. And now he speaks so clearly and he expresses himself. And I say, wow, life is really moving. Time is passing, ladies. So, every time we are saving things in our lives, dishware, special glasses, in my house, I use them. I use them on a random Sunday. I will have, a random Friday. I'll pull out, the good cutlery because my family deserves good things. Yes, I don't want for it to break. I don't want for it to be mistreated. And, with little ones, we have to take precaution. But I just want to live in, you know, I want to live in the moment and not always reserve things for this ethereal, special occasion when I believe that we are good and grown. Our lives are the special occasion, right? Our lives are the special occasion. All right. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Letitia has entered the chat. Hey, lady. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy you were able to make it onto the live event. All right. And Letitia says that she tries to stay away from cliches. We are good and grown. We are good and grown, ladies. Let's stay away from those cliches. Yeah, let's do that. Let's choose to be different. Let's choose to stand out. There's only one of you in this world. You don't try and fit into the box of other people. Okay, there's only one of you, so embrace that individuality. Let's not give into the cliche and every trend of life. Let's not do that. I like that. Okay, so here we go. Another thing, ladies, oh, and if you're just tuning in, don't forget to answer the question of the day. The question of the day: what slang or phrase did you use back in the day? Let me know, okay? All right. So here is something else, another thought that we are going to let go of. All right. We are not going to accept blame when it's not your fault. Yeah, we're not going to do that. If it's not your fault, don't take the blame. I mean, and you'd be surprised how many times we as women do that. I was reading a book, and the book was talking about the fact that men and women are so different. And women, we tend to, if there is a problem, an external problem that we have little to no control over, we will take the blame for that in error. Like we can't control it, but because we have that maternal, nurturing, mothering, even if you're not a mother, it's in you, right? To want to nurture and care for others. So you'll find yourself taking the blame for things that have nothing to do with you. Just last night, my husband had to remind me of this. He's like, why are you taking the blame for something that has nothing to do with you? Just because your heart is so invested in the situation and you love the people involved, but it has nothing to do with you. It's not your burden to bear. Yes, we can pray. We should pray for them. We should encourage. But it's like, it seems like you're taking the blame for something that is not about you. So I think that really, that was something that I added this one, stop accepting blame when it's not my fault. And now, ladies, we're good and grown. So we're going to get rid of that. Okay. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about that one. Yes, Danielle, it's true. Life is just way too short. And I believe even if you live to be well over 100 years old, there are always going to be things and opportunities that you're like, oh, I could have done that differently. I could have, had different experience. I could have expressed myself differently. I could have shown up, better. Because that's, we're always looking to be better people. And yes, you should have a level of contentment, right? So it's not always about just trying to move up, move up, move up. Sometimes it really is just being content, right? But at the same time, we know that there are things even that we can do better. And so we always have that little motivation for personal development. I'm a personal development enthusiast. Anybody who knows me knows this. So even with living many years, we still could say, yeah, well, if I had another year, I could do this. I could have this experience. I could bless somebody else. I could, see more, do more, experience more. So, all right. Marita says, I no longer entertain people who do things that don't that doesn't jive with my spirit. That part. That Holy Spirit, that 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 little voice deep inside, yeah, we're not going to just let people like just slide. No, we're not doing that because we're good and grown. Does that mean that we cut everybody out of our lives? Does that mean that we cut everybody out of our lives? No, but I think that we should be more selective. What do you think? Right? I think we should be a little bit more selective with how we spend our time and with who we spend our time. Ladies, if you want to come in and join the chat, either video, audio, or video and audio, or just audio, I'm going to share the live stream link. Just click on that link, okay? Let me see your pretty face. Let me hear your lovely voice, okay? And give me your input. So I like that one. I no longer entertain people who do things that don't jive with my spirit. Absolutely. We've got to, as Marquita put it so eloquently, We have to protect our peace. Protect your peace. And when you do that, you'll find that you're so much happier and you can reach a level of contentment more consistently. I'm not saying all the time, but you'll find that you're just more content with your everyday life, in and out. And Letitia, she also says, yes, ma'am. So she's in agreement. She's in agreement with that. All right. Tracy says, I no longer help people that will not help themselves. Mm. I felt that one deep. I felt it deeply. Let me know. Ladies, how do you feel about that one? You know, as someone who enjoys helping others, it is sometimes an internal battle for me because I want to help, I want to give, but you're right. The Bible tells us that we should not cast our pearls to swine. We have to use wisdom. It's not about being mean and harsh and not giving someone help when they request and when they need, but there's a difference between somebody who is actively trying to do better and someone who's just trying to take advantage of the kindness of your heart. I believe that's what Tracy's talking about. That's what Tracy is talking about. Okay. Letitia says, yes, you have to be more selective. Bad company corrupts good character. And that's straight from the Bible. Absolutely. We have to protect our peace. We have to, set up boundaries. We have to make sure that our company is uplifting and pushing us. We talk about, iron sharpens iron. Many times we might find ourselves being the piece of iron around stick, wood, and so all you're doing is making other people, sharp, and you're chopping edges and you're helping elevate, but nobody else around you, the company around you, might not be doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So even we're talking about good and bad company, it really is not just, you know, um, like evil versus good. It really is also who's going to push you and elevate you and motivate you to be a better person. All right. Marquita is agreeing. She says that part, Letitia, exactly. And okay, Danielle says Marquita is preaching right now. Yes, she is. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies, for spamming that comment section. Spam the comment section. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Letitia and Marquita, Tracy, Danielle, you guys are dropping in the comments, and I so appreciate you. I so appreciate you. Ladies, go ahead and, continue to drop your comments in. This is helpful for me. This is so helpful. I really appreciate it because, just seeing what you ladies are, letting go, what you have let go, it's helpful to me. I'm getting some good reminders, ladies. So thank you so much. All right. Let's see here. All right. So we're no longer accepting blame, or it's not our fault. Let's see. There's another one that was submitted. Okay. No more making vain invitations and plans. Do you do that? Do you say, oh, yeah, let's meet up, knowing full well you don't have any intention leading people on? Ladies, we've got to stop that. Okay. We have to stop making plans that we know we don't really have any intention of keeping. All right. Not only is it just not a good practice, but it's almost as though every time you do that, you let yourself down. Even though you might be letting somebody else down because they're expecting for you to be there, you're letting yourself down and you're training you to believe that you are not a person of your word. And so, I heard someone say it here once that um, the person who has heard you tell the most lies is yourself. Because every lie you've ever told, you know it. People might not know it, but you know it. And so it's almost so every time you make a vain promise or you make vain plans or invitations, knowing full well that you don't have any intention of keeping those plans, you are essentially lying to yourself and training you to accept lies and believe that you're not a trustworthy person. And it will play on your psyche. It will play on your productivity. It will play on how you perceive yourself and move forward. So, think about that. We're no longer making vain plans or invitations. If we have no intention of doing it, let's just be big girls, okay? And just say, no, we're not going to do it. Let's just do that, right? Let's not invite somebody over and we have no intention of actually opening the door when they're there or keeping our word. We're not doing that anymore, okay? All right, ladies, let's see. All right, what's happening in the comment section, ladies? If you are just tuning in and you are watching, make sure that you smash the like button. Make sure you spam the comment section. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Ladies, subscribe to Grown Lady Chat, okay, with your bell notifications. YouTube is flooded now, okay? And so if you want to actually see Grown Lady Chat episodes, you're going to have to turn on your bell notifications because YouTube, for whatever reason, they're not going to show it to you. I don't know why. Not just my content, but just in general. They will show, a bunch of other things, but they're not always going to show you the channels you're subscribed to. So what I've had to do is literally go through and put bell notifications for those content channels that I really want to keep up with. So make sure you do that. All right. And Tracy brought up a good point too when we're talking about making vain plans and invitations and, basically lying to ourselves and to others. Your children hear you. They do. And one thing about kids, they're going to hold you accountable. All right. They're going to say, Mommy, remember you said, remember, we had planned on doing XYZ. Kids are going to hold you accountable. And every time they see you make a plan, now, of course, things happen. I'm not talking about when something happens and, you're not able to fulfill the plan, the invitation, right? But I'm talking about when you know that you have no interest, you have no plans, and you're going to find something else to do, but you're lying. Your children are seeing that. Even if they're not paying attention, kids are like sponges, and I promise you, they hear more of what you don't want for them to hear than when you're talking to them directly. Okay, if you're a parent, if you've been around children, you know what I'm talking about. So we're not going to do that anymore. All right, ladies, don't forget to drop in the comments, share your own. Okay, I really enjoy those of you who have already done so. Thank you so very much. Also, welcome to the Facebook viewers as well. Thank you. I don't always post these episodes on Facebook though, so just be aware of that. I don't always do that. It's always going to be on YouTube, but not always on Facebook. All right, so Marquita says, let's see. I'm also not entertaining anyone who is not a supporter of me. That part. Matthew 12:30. He that is not with me is against me, and that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. I am not familiar with that verse, but I remember, when did I first get that concept? I would say people are either for me or against me. There is no in between. And that's a good, ooh, I like that. I'm gonna have to commit that one to memory. Let me actually write that down so I can commit that to memory. You ladies know that I really enjoy memorizing Bible verses so that I can, whip them out. So at least I need to know where it is. Matthew 12:30. Thank you, Marquita. Matthew 12:30. In essence, you're either with me or against me. There is no in between. And if you are against me, yeah, we're moving on. We're not entertaining those kind of relationships anymore. We're done with it because why, ladies? We are good and grown. Yes, we are. We are good and grown. Exactly. We don't need lukewarm friends. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, we don't need that. There are enough people that are lukewarm around that we have to deal with because we have to deal with them in order to get, along in life. But my friends in air quotes, yeah, no, we can't be friends if you're not truly for me. Now that doesn't mean, and let me know if you agree, Marquita, that doesn't mean that we are not receptive to correction and constructive criticism. Because to me, someone who is a supporter is going to say out of love, hey, you can, do something differently, or you need to level this up, or maybe you need to step back, evaluate your choices. To me, love, that's a part of, showing love, is to tell your friends when they should take caution and step back. So that's, for me, that is a part of it. So I'm not talking about yes people. I don't want yes people in my circle, but we definitely don't need any lukewarm friends. We want friends who are going to love us unconditionally, and they're going to tell us when we've messed up. They're going to push us when we want to sit down. They're going to, comfort us when we're in pain. They're going to support what we're doing, support marriage, friendship, business, like, show up for your friends. And if anybody's in your circle and they're not doing that, Yeah, move on, move on. All right. So Letitia says, I know that's right, Marquita. I remember telling who I thought was my friend what God was telling me to do, and she said she was against it. She was not for me this in this season of my life. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but the good thing is that you were able to use your spirit of discernment. Letitia, you were able to say, okay, I'm discerning that this isn't a friendship where she's truly for me in that season. That's good. And Marquisa, you said you do agree. Yeah. A lot of times people think that a good friend is someone who's just always going to give you the yeses and they're always going to give you, the accolades. But what I've found is that my most productive friendships, we can talk to each other just genuinely, just real. And sometimes it is calling out in love. And yeah, there might be bruised egos and such, but when you come back together, when you're mature enough to come back together, I think that you're stronger and you can trust that person has your back because they have your best interest at heart and you with them. Tracy says iron sharpens iron. Absolutely. So let's make sure that we are around other sharp irons and not pieces of wood and plastic. Okay. Everybody is oh, wonderful. Yes, ladies. This is so true. This is so true, Letitia. Thank you for recognizing that and for giving everybody a shout out. Thank you so very much. All of this is so good. That's why I wanted this conversation to happen because it's a healthy conversation and it's a good reminder of where we came from, but also where we're going. And we're not going back. Okay. We're not going backwards. All right. Let's see. We have a few more. All right. No more thinking I am not accomplished because I don't own a home. Ladies, how before I delve into this one, how is my internet reception? How is the internet reception? It seems I'm getting a sign that it might be going out. Give me just a minute, okay? Because I'm seeing here. All right. Just a moment, okay? I'll be back. Let me see what's going on here. I usually like to have. I'm almost back. Almost, almost. All right, let's see. I'm going to connect it. How has the. Okay. All right, Letitia said it was going in and out. Sorry about that, ladies. Let me see if this helps. Don't worry. In 2025, we are having a grown lady chat conversation, okay? In real life, face to face. So, okay, Marquita said the same thing. It was going in and out. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Hopefully, you still got the gist of what I was saying. It's still not showing me that there's good reception. Hold on. So annoying. But we push through, ladies. We push through. We push through no matter what. Let's see. How is it now? How is it now? Eh. All right. I'm going to keep going. It might be just where I live sometimes too. Okay. Well, thank you so much for pushing through with me. Push through with me, ladies. Thank you so very much. Okay. All right. So the next thing is together. Satan's not happy. All right. No more thinking. I am not accomplished because I don't own a home. Ladies, when I read this one, I realized that it might not be, for you, it might not be because you don't own a home. It could be your car, it could be a certain job, it could be whatever, marriage, kids. There are so many different benchmarks that we might hold ourselves to, and we might hold ourselves back because, or have these negative thoughts because we haven't accomplished these goals, right? But we're not doing that anymore because we all have our own pace to life, okay? So we all have our own pace to life. So, just this thought right here. This lady said she's no longer thinking that she's not accomplished because she doesn't own a home. Look, everybody has their own pace in life. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I'm talking to you and I'm talking to me. I'm reminding myself, okay, we all have our own pace. We are all on our own timeline. And social media, especially because remember, when I was little, there was no social media. So the only comparison you had was maybe people on TV, which they were just so far out there. I think social media has really brought together celebrities and regular people, so much so that who you would consider to be a regular person is more of a celebrity even than those who are in Hollywood, right? And now we're able to see into the lives of others versus just your neighbor or just your friend. And you can look on the internet and you can see other people who you would think would be living how you are living, but they're not. And so it can really spur up some jealousy, envy, and make you feel as though maybe you're not where you should be. Trust me, I felt that way before. And I just have to remember that what God has for me can't become not for me. In Jamaica, we say, what's up for you can't become un for you, right? So what is for you is for you. And it's all in God's time. You're doing the work, you're sacrificing. God knows your heart. And He's not a daddy that will just taunt you. He's not going to say, oh, here's the carrots. And then He won't, make a way. Yes, we have to be in position. Yes, we have to do our part. But we also have to realize we're running our own race. And so I really like this. I really like that. Okay. My Cash App, my Cash App. All right, I'll put that on in just a moment. I'll put on that banner. Okay. And thank you for asking. Thank you for the support. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, I am annoyed. I am. But you like my hair. Oh, did you ladies watch the 15 women panel discussion? Did you check that one out? If you did, my hair was longer in that episode. And afterward, I was like, I feel like it was aging me a bit. Let me know what you think, when you go back and look. So what I did, I cut it. And I feel like this length, it's a little bit more flattering on my face, and it's a little bit more youthful. I don't know. What do you guys think? I never really looked at, like hair length. It was either long, short, whatever. But I just feel like when it's like a little bit shorter, I feel as though, I don't know, it's just more flattering compared to this length. I think it was like right here before. And I just went and did some cuts, But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Okay. I feel like no one can set a standard for our lives but us. Yeah. Yep. That is very true. And we should not feel pressured to keep up with the Joneses. That's another one that I received, another message. Yeah, we're not going to keep up with the Joneses. We know where we're going. And again, we shouldn't let social media push us or force us, or even the accomplishments of others. We shouldn't feel forced or pushed to keep up or to do as others do, because we are all doing this individually, like with your family, I mean, but you have your own thing that you're doing in your own time. Okay. Letitia says, right. And what does God say? And what does God say? Does God say you accomplished it or not? Yeah, that's true. We have to bring it back to God. We always have to bring it back to God. I had to stop the comparison trap. Some days it creeps in, but I'm doing better. Yeah, I think honestly, Letitia, that is for everybody. I mean, if we're being totally honest, it it's for everybody. Sometimes, it might not be as strong with other people, and maybe they're able to get over and switch faster than others. But we see things, we're like, oh, that's nice, you like it, and it starts off as admiration, like, oh, that's really nice. And then you start to think, well, I would like that, before you know, you're down that rabbit hole of comparison. But yeah, we have to switch out, much better and much faster. So thank you for your transparency. Thank you very much. And thank you, Tracy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do. I do. Okay, let me go ahead and put up my Cash App banner. I also let you know at the top of the discussion that I do have a super chat available. No, okay. YouTube says that I'm eligible for super chat. So if you want to, donate to the machine, thank you. I'd appreciate it. I would appreciate it. But that's my Cash App. All right, we have another comment. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Ladies, thank you so much. You are really handling this comment section. You all are blowing it up. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, Danny. This is one of my long time friends, like friends. You know what I mean? Like tried and true, let's say ride or die. I don't know, that sounds negative, but you know what I'm saying. Danielle and I have been through thick and thin. We've been through sleepless nights of studying extensively at Panera Bread until they kicked us out. You remember that? Good times. But thank you so much, my dear. You are beautiful as well. Thank you so much. All right. So for those who asked, there's my Cash App. Thank you for asking. Okay. Another thing, ladies, that we are not going to entertain anymore. This one right here. No more going out late, because that's when the fun happens. Look, when I received this message, I was like, yes, yes, I have a bedtime and I'm proud of it. I am Sharonda. I have a bedtime. I'm proud. Let me know. Do you have a bedtime, ladies? I have a bedtime, because if not, I will stay up late and then pay the tax the next morning. So I value my sleep, and I don't always have to go out late. Brunch is so amazing. Like meeting, I had lunch or breakfast with a friend and we met at 8 a.m. and it was wonderful. Like we were able to get together, chat for like an hour and a half. I still had the rest of my day, but I had made a meaningful connection with my friend. It was wonderful. Ladies, embrace brunch, embrace morning meetings, embrace waking up early so that you can have a productive day and go to bed and sleep well. I was listening to it was like a medical conference, I believe. And one of the ladies, she is a dietitian, and she was saying that many people are walking around with about 10 pounds of weight that is primarily due to lack of sleep. I was like, what? 10 pounds? Now, even as a doctor, I know the importance of sleep. But to hear it put so specifically with the numbers, I was like, wait, what? 10 pounds? And then I also did some research, and you burn significant calories when you're sleeping. Okay. So there are times when I know that I want to work out, I should work out, but my body is tired. I'm truly fatigued. And in the past, I would have tried to push through. That would have spiked my cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and that would actually work against my healthy lifestyle goals. Now, what I know is when you are truly tired and fatigued, and when your body is like, no, it needs sleep, we listen to our bodies and we should go take a nap. You can actually burn calories and your body heals when you're sleeping. So, yeah, 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 yeah. We are not just beholden to the late night life, because fun happens during the day too. Okay. Fun happens during the day as well. So I like that. All right. Marquita says, I'm taking naps during the day. So definitely count me out for the late night rendezvous. Exactly. Man, I remember when, I would literally stay up nearly all night and maybe get like 1 hour sleep. And then the next day, push through until I crashed at like 5 p.m. Who did that? Why did we do that? And I didn't really see the impact until like in my late 30s. I was like, oh wait, no, this is actually not good for my body. And it wasn't even always that I was out kicking it, having fun. It could be just pushing through for work. I own some businesses, so I'm working behind the scenes because I still have my 9 to 5 job. It could be just trying to spend time with friends and family, not just like kicking it, but just actually staying up so I can actually spend time with people that I value. But I realized, like, we have to be wise. We have got to be wise about our sleep. So, yeah, Marquita says she's taking naps during the day. And if I could, I would. Okay, so she said, count her out. And Danielle is giving lots of hearts. Who still does it like this? Who still does it like this? This is how I do it. Nowadays, they're doing a bunch of other stuff, or like, what are these kids doing nowadays? This. Oh, there we go. I did it inadvertently. Who's doing that? Why are we doing that? Isn't it just easier to do this? I don't know which gen I am, which generation, but this is the generation I am. We're doing this. It makes sense. It's easy. Boom. This one you have to do geometry, and who's doing why? Just complicating your life for no reason. Anyway, I digress. I digress. All right. Oh, before I forget, ladies, let me just share something with you, and then we'll be right back. Okay. We'll be right back. Well, if you are, then you are personally invited to join my exclusive Christian women's group. In this group, we chat about clothes, beauty, home decor, parenting, marriage, cooking, and of course, our Christian walk. It's Christian lifestyle all encompassing. So be sure to join by clicking the link below. I hope to chat with you soon. Now back to our show. All righty. So that is for those of you who are not a part of the Grown Lady Chat email community. Drop in the comments. Let me know. Are you a part of my email community? Because I do send out, emails throughout the week, not every week. I don't spam your inbox. Okay. We spam here. We don't spam in the inbox, but I do send you, just Christian lifestyle content. All right. So if you look in the description, whichever platform you're watching or consuming Grown Lady Chat, then you'll see a link to join my email community. So let me know in the comment section if you are part of my email community. And if you're not, what are you waiting for? Okay. We chat about ways to live beautifully in Christ. It's good times, good times. All right. Let's go on to the next. Let's see. Okay. We already talked about this one. So we'll just kind of, just do a recap. We're no longer keeping up with the Joneses. All right. We realize that it's unhealthy. It's not negative. It's not healthy. It is negative to do that. All right, this next one, no more negative thoughts about self. Yeah, that one, that's a huge one. I think, we all need to continue to do this. It's not a one and done, at least not for me. Those negative thoughts, they want to creep in. It's not a one and done. So let's get rid of the negative talk, negative thoughts about ourselves. There was a challenge that I did for myself, and it was for like 15 days or so. I mean, which to me is a very short period of time, but I remember just the impact it had. For 15 days, I decided that I was not going to speak negatively about myself, right? And even if it was something true, as in, okay, I need to work on this aspect, I was not going to talk about it. And as soon as that thought came in, I was like, oh, Holy Spirit, thank you for reminding me. And I either didn't let the thought prevail, or I didn't let the words continue to come out of my mouth, So I think that's really important. So let's get rid of negative thoughts about our self-image. We are the righteousness of Christ. Lady, you are the righteousness of God through Christ. You are the righteousness of God through Christ. So negative thoughts, negative talk about yourself, it's ungodly. And I'm not talking about when you're thinking, okay, how can you improve? How can you become more like Christ? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you're just bashing yourself. I mean, I've done it, I think we've all, been pretty critical of ourselves at different times. So we're not talking about that. It's more so when you are spending time berating yourself and the pity parties. So we're letting go of that, because we are what? We are good and grown. Okay, we're good and grown. Absolutely. Those negative thoughts can affect your relationship with others. Yep. Because when you feel negative about yourself, it will inadvertently show to others because of how you carry yourself and how you treat others. And so you'll push them away with your negativity. You'll push them away with how little you think of yourself. right? People are drawn to confidence. People are drawn to, self-aware individuals. And so it can cause a rift, especially when those around you are seeing the beauty in you. They're seeing your talent, they're seeing your skills, right? They're seeing all those things, but all you see is the negative. That's all you see. And so you're just telling them. And there are times when my husband has to remind me, he's like, you're being negative about yourself. So again, for me, I don't know about you, for me, this is a constant thing that I have to remind myself. So I'm so glad that, this was sent in. Someone sent us in and they said they're going to stop negative thoughts about their self-image. So good. That's so key. I think we can all stand to do that. All right. Letitia, she agrees. All right. Marquita says self-sabotage of your relationships, especially in marriage. Yep. Yep. Ladies, let me know in the comment section. If this is something that you deal with. There have been times when I have been, just talking with my husband, just casually, just as the day goes, and he'll give me compliments. And I will find a way to refute it. Like he'll say, "Oh, I like this about you." And I'm like, "I like that too, but I still need to work on XYZ." Do you do that? I can't be the only one. And my husband, he calls me out in love. He's like, "Why do you always do that?" So that's one thing that I am actively working on. Like say a coworker gives me a compliment. She's like, "Oh, I like your outfit." Let's just say thank you. Let's just say thank you. Let's not say, "Oh, but this doesn't match with this and I don't feel comfortable with that." I don't know. Do you do that? Because that's negative talk. That's self-sabotage. If someone sees and they like what they see or they like how you do a certain activity, say thank you. Just do that. But that's I'm actively working on that myself. Yes, that is very good. Yep. So Letitia is saying that's good, Marquita. Yay! Thank you, ladies, for showing up in the comments. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, we have a couple more. A couple more. This one's a good one. Again, I believe that we touched on it, but it was submitted, so I do want to discuss it because I'm so grateful every time you ladies submit statements or questions. So, no more focusing on what success is according to the world. Instead, focusing on success in God's economy. Right there. That just sums that sums everything up, because success is not only financial. Success is all encompassing. It's all aspects of your life. It could be your Christ walk. It could be financial. It could be your marriage, parenting, friendship, your job, health and wellness. Success encompasses all of that, but we're not looking at it from the world, because the world will lead us astray. Okay. Based on what they call success nowadays, woo, lady, I would have to metamorphosize into a whole new person, okay, with a whole new life. But if we use God's definition, God's economy, then that's a healthier perspective. So I like that. Let me know what you ladies think about that. What do you think about that statement? Yes, and that's true. So we're not saying that you don't work on yourself. Absolutely not. Um, we just have to continue to work on things that we don't like, but we don't always have to highlight them. You know what I mean? So yeah, see, I know I wasn't alone. I'm grateful for hubby. I'm grateful when he gasses my head up. I like it. Okay. At the same time, I have to just say, okay, I know what I'm still working on. I know the goals that I have about my physical, my mental, spiritual. I know the goals I have. But when somebody compliments us, let's just take the compliment. Let's not try to undercut the compliment with all the things that we're not doing right. But yes, we absolutely should be continuing to work on the things that we don't like, or things that we know that we could level up, right? Level up, level up. Okay, the world's success will have you twerking in a church. Did you see that foolishness? I could not believe it. I could not believe it. Let me know, ladies. Let's have a let's just have a little break here. Did you all see that? I could not believe it. I don't remember the name of the church because I didn't commit it to memory. There are more important things to commit to memory. But that broke my heart. I was like, wow, what are we doing? Why? Why is that a thing that we're okay with? And I understand the concept. I see where the pastor was what he was thinking, but that was a poor execution. Holy Spirit check, that shouldn't have passed the Holy Spirit litmus test. That should have been a fail, a no. There are other ways to reach young people. There are other ways to spread the gospel. We don't have to spread our legs to do it. Wow, that was um yes, yes, it's real. There were like they were doing oh gosh, I can't remember it. They were playing music and people were like just act like dancing. They might not have been, I don't know if I saw twerking, but they were playing straight up ungodly music in church and people were dancing accordingly. Like ungodly music. Somebody heard about, like, anybody else heard about that? Um yeah, so that's what was going on, Tracy. And like I said, I don't remember the church. Um but that's what was happening. They were playing ungodly music, like club, kick it, ratchet music in the church. And of course, people are dancing accordingly. And their whole premise was that they were doing that to draw in non believers and younger crowds. But again, I think the thought was right, but the execution totally off. Ungodly. Ungodly. I think as Christ follows, we should be set apart. And so Amy has entered the chat. Welcome, Amy. Yeah, you didn't see it, but and we should exactly see, we should be set apart. Ladies, we should be set apart. Letitia, so you saw it. It was disgusting. Like I just couldn't believe it. And so many people were proud of it and they were like giving props to this pastor and the church. And I was like, no, that's not what Jesus said. Absolutely not. When he said go out into the world, he did not say become the world. That's not what he said. And so the I don't know. I'm not sure. Again, I don't know if that was the pastor. I don't know. I saw a couple different things. I don't know if it was all the same post because, like I said, I tried to commit that to memory, but I do remember seeing where they were just cutting up. It's like a club. Basically, it looked like a club that I would have gone to when I was in my 20s. Like that was the feeling that I got from this like 15-second reel. I don't know if what's Walk It Out. I don't know because I'm not familiar with that song. I'm not sure, but if anybody, has any more details, drop it in the comments, okay? Um yes, and that's what I'm saying, Letitia. I was shocked to see so many people go along with it. So again, I don't know if I necessarily saw Frank twerking, like with just, backside, but I did see people dancing according to the song and like just there was no worship there. It was just music. There was no praise of God there. It was just music and it was ungodly music. It was secular music. And the whole premise, like I said, was to bring people um, into the church. But again, if we're acting like people who don't know the Lord, how are we actually how are we pulling people to Christ if we're not acting as Christ would want us to act? You know what I'm saying? So that's the disconnect for me. That's the disconnect. Yeah. He said the devil didn't want them to walk it out. What? Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure. It might have been that church, but still. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. Something's not right with that. Ladies, what do you think? Like something is not right with that. Again, I believe maybe the plan started out in the right place, but it took a sharp left. It took a sharp left and not in the right way. I don't like to I don't like to disparage, anyone who says they're standing up for the Lord. However, we need to say when something is right and when something is wrong. And that was definitely wrong. We will be set apart, period. Exactly. That's it. That's it. Nothing more. Standing bold for Christ has become a weakness for many. It's true. It is very true. That's a true statement, Marquita. So this is just a good reminder for us ladies, even though it's not like the topic for tonight, but I think Actually, it could be, thinking that we have to pacify in order to spread God's word. And I don't believe we need to be browbeaters and beat people over the head with the Bible. I don't believe we should do that either. But we do need to speak the truth, not our opinion, not, in a mean way, but we need to speak the truth. We need to speak the word of God. And it's going to upset some people. The Bible tells us that you will be disliked because of Christ. And so we have to become comfortable with that, especially now that we are at this good and grown age. We need to become accustomed to and comfortable with not fitting in. There are many times where I do like a temperature check, of my surroundings, my environment, my communications, the people that I'm spending time with. And I do a temperature check and I realize, am I getting lukewarm? Am I pacifying certain people and their egos just to get along? And if I notice anything like that, I'm out. I'm not doing that. I am not going to compromise. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Please don't. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I am not in the business of compromising the cross. And so that's something that we need to remember as Christ followers. Jesus pointed out that the era of our ways in love, people want something different than what the world is offering. Exactly. Jesus, when you read his teachings, he was straightforward. He was to the point. He didn't mince words, but he did it in love, right? So there needs to be a love behind it. There needs to be, a healthy, true love of God behind what we do. But it's true. If we are offering the same thing as the world, then we can't reach anybody because they say, okay, well, you're serving God, and they're looking at you, the fruit of your life. But if your fruit looks the same as the fruit from their life, they're thinking, what's the difference? Why would I change my life when my life looks just like your life? So let's be aware of that. That's a good point, Amy. Thank you for that. Yes, and Marquita is agreeing. Yep. Thank you for that. That's a good point. All right, ladies, this is a really good chat. Oh, I'm so excited. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. We have a few more left, and of course, you can always, chime in. Does anybody want to come on? Okay, I can bring you on, audio and video. I can do that. All right. Here is the oops, let me put it here. Let me put it here in the comment section. Let me put the link if you want to join. Okay. There it is. If you want to join with audio, video, or just audio, you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. All right. Let's see here. Okay. All right, we kind of went over this one, but I am appreciative for the submission. No more saying yes when I mean no. Say what you mean what you say. No more saying yes when you mean no. Absolutely, ladies. If it's a no, let it be a no. And the Bible says that too. Let your yes be yes, your no be no. Very often, again, we're trying to pacify and, make people feel comfortable. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, we have to make sure that our words have value. And that, when we're saying it, we actually mean it with intention of carrying out. Right. So I think that, many times we can find ourselves trying to make others feel comfortable, all while making ourselves uncomfortable. And that is another one that I think it goes along with another submission. Here it is. We tend to accept small discomforts in life. Okay, so someone said they're no longer accepting small discomforts in life. And with this, I mean, life might be uncomfortable, but there are some times when, there are things that you could make adjustments to, but because you're so used to the struggle, you're so used to the discomfort that you don't take the extra step to make the adjustments. So let's get out of the habit of just accepting, okay, well, I know that I'm always going to be at the bottom, at the back, no, we're always going to get the bitter end. No, we're not doing that, right? Because we are children of God. So if there are little things you can do in your life because you're good and grown, and if there are ways that you can, add more comfort to your life, as long as you're not, you know, putting someone else out or breaking the bank or disrespecting God or your family and all, then do that. You know, it's okay to pamper yourselves. It's okay to indulge in self-care in a healthy way. I think that we need to, and more, I believe this has become a good talking point and people are accepting it more. But I have conversations with so many women where they're like, you know, I know that I need to take care of myself. I know that I need to do better for me, but I have to do it for everybody else. And so by the time I get to myself, there's nothing left. And that is so unhealthy. That is such an unhealthy way of living because, you know, as we know, yes, this is a common statement, but it's common because it's true. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And so if you find yourself giving and giving and giving until you are depleted, then how do you expect to be able to give again? It won't be possible. You're going to pull from an empty well. And that's where you get burnout. That's where you get frustration. That's where you get a lot of illness and sickness because we're trying to pour from an empty cup, right? So let's not accept the small discomforts in life. If you can do something about it, do something about it, right? Let's not accept. And I can think of a few things in my own life where just unnecessarily I accept these small discomforts. For what? There's no there's no, you know, Marta, um or there's no, what's it called, like medal for the person who suffers the most with regard to just making yourself uncomfortable for no reason. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, ladies. Okay, let me know what you think in the comment section. Also too, I have also put in the comment section the way for you to enter the chat if you like. Do you ladies do probiotics and prebiotics? I'm just remembering now. I wanted to put it in before the show started, but hubby and I are using this no sugar, no flavor probiotic and prebiotic supplement. So I need to drink that before the night is over. So anyway, let's not accept small discomforts in life. All right, the next thing, ladies, we are not going to confuse forgiveness with acceptance. That's a good one, ladies. We're not going to confuse forgiveness with acceptance. So just because you're forgiving someone does not mean that you are accepting what they do. Okay, just because you're forgiving them doesn't mean you're accepting, but we have to forgive. The Bible tells us to forgive. Jesus tells us we need to forgive. And so when we forgive, we're not saying that we accept what the person did, but we're choosing to move on. We're choosing to move on. Okay. Good reminder. No more eating bad. Okay. All right. There we go. Well, yay. Yes, that is a good reminder, Marquita. No more eating bad. No more, no more. We have to, you know, make those little choices. We have to make those little choices because that could be a point of discomfort in your life because you know, you're not making healthy lifestyle choices. You know what I mean? And I think like the older I get, obviously I've talked about this at length on many videos. I have struggled to lose weight, you know, after having my last child and hitting the fourth floor. I've struggled, and a lot of it, I had to change my approach, and I had to, start becoming uncomfortable in a good way. So we're not talking about the discomfort that makes you grow. We're not talking about that discomfort. That discomfort is necessary, okay? We welcome that. We don't always like the fact that we go through it, but we welcome that discomfort because it's going to elevate us. Okay, so there is some good discomfort, but I did have to change, how I thought and how I approached, certain things with regard to my weight loss and healthy lifestyle journey. So, I'm still on the journey. It doesn't stop. Okay, consistency is the key for all of this. So, all right, ladies, but we're not going to confuse forgiveness with acceptance. So let's be about forgiving people while still using wisdom. Just because you're forgiving someone doesn't mean that you're accepting what they did to you. You're not okaying what they did. You're just saying, I choose to move on from this. I choose to build a bridge and get over it because it hurts you more than it hurts the person who you're not forgiving. All right. All right. Yay. Let's see. Heart. Thanks, Amy. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you. See, I was going to say something negative, but I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you, Letitia. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. See, I almost said, but we're not going to do that tonight. I'm going to say thank you very much. Thank you. All right, ladies. Let's see here. Does anybody else have any other statements that they want to share with the group? Trust me, I have been uh, just taking mental notes. I've taken some real notes as well. And I will be going over some of these things and just making sure that I'm leveling up my mindset. You know, of course, always rooted in Christ, but I'm leveling up my mindset and just making sure that any thought, action, any person who is not serving me in this season, I'm going to let it go. If it's not making me better, if it's not drawing me closer to God, if it's not helping, grow my marriage, help me, raise my children, help grow my business, if it's not putting money in my bank account, if it's not a way for me to bless someone else, then I don't want any parts of it. And so I think that we should all, just take a stock, take a look around you. Take a look in your cell phone, for the people that you talk to and call the most, who you text with the most. Take a look at what you're consuming on social media, entertainment. Just take a look at the Bible verses, that are in front of you, ones that you need to look at, and what needs to really resonate and sit in your heart so you can learn it and write it on your heart. We should always be taking stock of that so that we can make sure that our minds are in the right place. I was listening to a teaching this morning, and it was a good reminder about imagination with Andrew Womack. Andrew Womack was talking about the power of imagination with regard to the Bible. And he said something. He's like, your actions cannot go anywhere unless your mind has gone there first. And that's for good and bad, right? So our actions cannot go if you haven't prepared your heart, if you haven't seen it in your mind's eye, if you don't know where you're going in your mind, your body will never get there. Your physical actions will never take you there. And so it is so important for us to truly take stock of what our minds are doing and what they're thinking, because wherever your mind is, that's where your heart is going to be. That's where your body is going to go. That is where your productivity is going to go, in direction with your thoughts. So we have to take thoughts of our minds. Okay, any suggested Bible verses to focus on for this, for today's chat, Amy? You mean just in general, today's chat? I know there's one Bible verse that Marquita shared, Matthew 12:30. Matthew 12:30, and I'll pull that up. She was talking, and it talks about basically you're either for me or against me. We'll talk about that one. Let's see. But what Bible verse specifically are you talking about? Okay. Well, let me know, Amy, what verse you're specifically, or what topic you're specifically talking about, and I'll let you know if Holy Spirit gives me any Bible verses in the moment. But if not, then I'll reach out to you personally. Okay. So Marquita did share Matthew 12:30. I'm reading from King James Version. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. All right. Okay. Marquita says, I believe the Bible says that the angels don't even know when Jesus will return. So since we can't get yesterday back, we have to live each day on purpose and with joy. Absolutely. Yes. Yep. Every day. Every single day. That's wonderful. Okay. And Letitia said, scripture with whatever a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Yes. Yep, that is definitely one of the Bible verses um, that comes to mind when we're talking about where our mind is. And there's another verse too that he was talking about, and he was referencing. You remember when the Bible's talking about the Tower of Babel or Babel, and they were trying to build the tower, and God looked down and said, "Oh, wait, if they're all in the same accord, then there is nothing that the mind of man cannot conceive and therefore achieve." And so, because they were trying to build a tower to heaven, which God was like, no, don't even attempt that, he confused their conversation, he confused their tongues. And so, one person was speaking a different language versus another person. You remember that? So that was another verse that the teaching this morning that I was listening to that was talking about, because there are no limits to what our mind can think of, good or bad, because remember, we're made in God's image and he is infinite. Now, we cannot be like God in the sense of, all that he is, omniscient, omnipresent. No, we can't. But our minds are so expansive. And we can see that just with how the world is so developed and so savvy. And so we see where, oh yeah, if if left to it, man can devise some really great things and some really evil things as well. And so it just goes to show that our minds are limitless because we're made in God's image. And so we have to make sure that, before we get to a certain point, our mind goes there. But in the same token, if we don't want to get to that negative point, if we don't want to get to, the adulterer, just fornication or being an adulterer, we can't let our minds go there, because that's a seed planted, and then our actions will inadvertently try and, mimic and find our way there as well. So we have to be so careful, ladies. We have to be so careful. But yes, whatever man thinks in his heart, so is he. That's a good one. And you covered. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for that question. Thank you so much, Amy, for that question. And thank you so much, Letitia, for dropping in with the Bible verses. Marquita, thank you very much. So appreciate you. All right, let me see if there were any others. Any other messages I received? No. Okay, so I think that was it as far as, just the messages that I got when I sent out on social media, which make sure you're following on Facebook, Instagram, and you've joined my email community. All right, I'm going to put that back on the screen for you so that you know how to join the email community. But all you have to do, very simple, very easy, just click in the description box below. All right, so just click, scroll down a bit, and you'll see how you can join my email community. So make sure you check that out. And I would love to chat with you. I would love to connect with you. I have ladies who send me emails nearly every week, and I read them all myself. And it's just a blessing to me. It really is. So thank you very much for those of you who, chat it up and you keep the conversation going. I really appreciate it. I really do. All right, we have another comment here before we wrap up. Amy says, I also read somewhere that the devil can't create anything, only corrupt something that already exists. Keep our thoughts on our one creator. Amen. That's it. He is a copycat. He's a copycat. He can create nothing. That's all he does. He just takes what God has and he just muddies it up. But we are Christ followers and we have to keep our thoughts on him. Isaiah 26:3. Isaiah 26:3. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you. Isaiah 26:3. That's another good Bible verse. Let me drop it in. Isaiah 26:3. That's another helpful Bible verse. I love it, ladies. Love it. All righty. So that is all I have for today's episode. I did kind of drop a little teaser. I dropped it in there that I do plan on having a face-to-face grown lady chat conference. Okay. It will more than likely be in Georgia. All right. So just kind of, begin to look out for those things, begin to prepare your mind and your heart because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So I'm already working on some things and I would love for you to be a part of it. I'm going to, be getting my committee together so we can get the ball rolling. It's going to be wonderful. And I'm so appreciative for all of you who have already shown interest. Yay. All right. Good chat. Thank you, Letitia. It has been a good chat. Ladies, you have made this a great chat. All right, don't forget, we do this every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I will be still uploading, Monday, 7 p.m. So don't miss out on those. Marquita says, yay, woohoo, yay. I believe she is referring to the conference that's coming up in 2025. It's going to be awesome. All right. And Amy, yes, Amy says she can't wait to see me speak again. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Amy has heard me speak. And praise to God. Okay. I know this is a gift from God, and my gift of gab, it's from God. So I'm so grateful. And I look forward to sharing. I look forward to sharing, but it's going to be a wonderful conference. I have some really exciting ideas and things for us as a community to do together so we can grow and we can, just elevate our faith walk and we can live beautifully in Christ. You already know that I'm extra. Okay, I'm one of God's extra kids. I don't know about you, but well, when you have your children, they all have different personalities, and he always look at me like, that one right there, Sherunda, she's my extra one. So trust me, it's going to be good times. Okay, we're going to have a great, great time in that conference. So just stay on the lookout. And the best way for you to do that is to make sure that you're a part of the email community because they get the information there first and consistently. So you might see something sporadically, on Facebook or Instagram, but when you're on the email community or when you're in the email community, then you get it directly to your inbox and you can go back and reference like, okay, what did you say about this? And there're just so many lifestyle things that I share and so many things that you share with me that help build me up as well. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So, all righty, ladies, let's see. That is it for tonight. That's a wrap. Oh, this was good. Episode 75 was great, which means that we have 25 more episodes until 100. 100th episode. We have to do something really great, right? Okay, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. Okay, Letitia said there's nothing wrong with being extra. Thank you. Because for many years, I wasn't able to curb it or curtail it because that's just how I am. But, I could tell that it made some people feel uncomfortable. But I was like, this is how God made me. So I'm just going to be me. So thank you. Thank you for saying there's nothing wrong with that. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Oh, yay. Daria has entered the chat, or maybe she was here all along. I don't know. But thank you so much. Hearts. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Thank you so much for tuning in, Daria. I appreciate it so very much. Before you all leave, make sure that you've already smashed the like button. Smash. I can see the number of ladies who are in the chat. Okay. So we should have at least that many thumbs up. And if you're on Facebook, thumbs up, hearts, or whatever. And the reason I'm saying this is because the more engagement, the more ladies get exposure to Grown Lady Chat. So, yes, it does help me out, but it really helps to spread the information to a broader base. And we have enough foolishness. We need to make sure that good stuff are also being, relayed to the masses. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, yay. Ladies, thank you so much for letting me know that you've been here. Thank you. Hello. Oh, Big Cat. Big Cat is one of my, she's like another mother to me. So thank you so much. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ladies, this has been so very nice. I am so grateful. I look forward to these Thursday chats. I really do. It's literally like having, a bunch of awesome ladies coming together and just cutting it up. And I am so grateful for each of you. So thank you very much, ladies. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the chat here. And I'll see you again on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so until next time, remember, I am Dr. Sherunda Simone, and I will either see you at the top or from the top. You decide. Bye.